This cost me $394.79. The only thing that stays consistent is the grind. Keep on grinding. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. So happy to be here today. I had a request by one of the incredible subscribers of this channel. Now, I just want to say, you guys might think I praise you subscribers a little too often, but I'm being honest. Every single one of you means a lot to me because we have a personal connection on this channel, and that means a lot. You guys hit me up on Instagram, we have conversations. You hit me up in the comments, we have conversations. And so when I talk about the amazing subscribers that support this channel, I genuinely mean thank you, because you all as individuals mean a lot to me. So thanks for being here. But one of the subscribers on this channel said, Joe, would you be willing to do a Harlem Bling review? So absolutely, we will be taking today a look at the Moissanite that Harlem Bling has to offer. We have two boxes here. One is actually the CZ tennis bracelet that Harlem Bling offers, and then we have the Moissanite that Harlem Bling offers. Let's start with the heavier box because that's always more fun, right? We have the men or women's CZ tennis bracelet, 14 karat solid gold laid over 925 silver. So it's not solid gold, it's silver with gold over it, vermeil, I guess you can call that, right? And it says Italy on it, single row diamond tennis bracelet. So there's a lot of stuff in that description that can confuse somebody. They're not diamonds. Not really sure if it's actually made in Italy. It doesn't say that on there. It just says 925 silver. Whatever the case is, it's CZ. That's what it is. This product here has stones of 6 millimeters, and this is a 7.5 inch bracelet. And then I just want to point out, it also says finish rhodium. So I don't know whether this is gold at this point, because it literally says gold, it says silver, and then it says that the finish is rhodium. So I have no idea, guys. I have taken a diamond tester to this. It definitely shows up as CZ. Nothing comes across as moissanite or diamonds. It is in white, and we have a price on this at the time of $84.98 for the one piece. Okay, so let's throw this on the wrist. And let's compare this to what I'm wearing. What I personally have on right now is my own moissanite. Huge stones. Now, the lighting is always going to make a difference. Right now, this CZ actually is, according to my camera, because I'm taking a look at it myself, it comes across as really well. I mean, it does a great job on camera. But let me assure you, I'll try to get you some other shots too. It's certainly, in real life, although it is icy, like they say on the website, it is not anything that looks like moissanite. Again, that might be hard to tell, but I'm just telling you what the facts are. Cubic zirconia, very, very cheap material, but as I've mentioned in other videos, that doesn't mean it's bad. Okay, you guys be the judge. I'm going to get you, again, some personal shots of this. I'm going to insert it into this video to show you guys what we're looking at. It does have very nice fire. It has very nice fire, I must say. On this particular camera, you can't see that fire. Let's take this 12 feet back to see what that looks like from 12 feet so you guys can see what 6 millimeter stones look like. Now, I just want to say, when I purchased this, I had every intention of keeping it. I thought maybe I'd give it to my wife. Maybe I would wear it myself. But I'm going to be honest with you. I don't particularly, because again, you can really see the difference up close. I don't particularly like it. I know what CZ looks like, and you can't really expect, too much from CZ. As far as CZ goes, I think this is very good quality. I have it here on this wrist. So this is the 6 millimeter stones from 12 feet away. I'm 155 pounds, and I'm 5'6", all right? So I don't particularly expect too much from CZ, but they do a great job with it, I must say. But when you just look at it on the wrist, it does look icy. This is the CZ, and this is the Moissanite. But as you might be able to tell, the Moissanite, it looks a lot deeper, a lot darker. It looks more of like a three-dimensional. Okay, there's a little deepness to the cuts there. And the CZ looks more like glass. Can you tell? It looks more like glass, kind of like plastic or glass. Really, really like white. The Moissanite is more clear, and so you can really see the refraction. This has great refraction in the light, which we'll look at, but it just doesn't look like Moissanite. It's not supposed to. It doesn't look like Moissanite or a diamond. It looks like CZ. And because it looks like CZ, I don't feel comfortable rocking a 6mm bracelet that looks like CZ. Does it look pretty? Yes, it looks very pretty. It's got a decent weight to it, and I think that the actual chain itself is manufactured pretty well. The settings are all straight, which is something that I want to point out because it's going to come into play soon. The settings are all straight. I think it's very decent. Now let's get on to the Moissanite that I purchased. Let's do that now. Okay, so around the hand here we have a tennis bracelet, solid 925 silver, Moissanite, which passes diamond tester. It's at 4mm as far as the stones go. 4mm as at 7.5 length. Okay, this cost me $394.79. This 4mm tennis bracelet, as you can see right here. Okay, check that out. Take a good look at it. All right. Now, I'm going to open this up. We're going to throw it on the wrist to show you guys what 4mm looks like. And for context, the Moissanite that I've sourced for myself and for you guys in the future, that's at 5mm. So you can go ahead and know that mine is 5mm. This one is 4mm, and we just looked at a 6mm before. I'll, again, show all of these up close and personal very, very shortly. Okay? Check that out. Check out the, let's do a little hang straight test on this. I don't know if you guys can see, but the settings are a little off. Okay? Remember, I was asked to do this review, guys. I am by no means trying to insult Harlem Bling. But you asked me to review on it. You asked my opinions on it. The settings are off. Doesn't hang straight. And so if I throw this around the wrist, can't deal with the fact that the settings are so off. Especially this being such an expensive piece, because this is expensive. So for you guys, it might be fine, and that's fine. But for me, I just don't particularly like that. I feel as though the settings should be straight. Not sure if this is just a defect. Again, not trying to insult the company by any means. I think that's a fantastic company. The shipping was amazing. I ordered it and got it in like super fast. I think it was like 2 days or less. Ridiculously fast shipping. So far, the customer service has been good. And I bought these with my own money. They were not supplied by the company. Let's take a look at that. Now, you see the Moissanite from Harlem Bling over here on my left wrist. Does it not look whiter to you? Remember I said that not all Moissanite is made equal. There are differences, okay? And it doesn't, just because something's different doesn't mean it's bad. It just means it's different. Moissanite, you kind of want no color. And that's what I like about what I have here. It really doesn't have much color. It's just the stone. And it's clear. It's more on the clear end. With Harlem Blings, it's more on the white end of the spectrum. So white is a color. Even though, you know, it's I guess you can kind of think of it as clear. It's not. It's different. So it's more of a white. I went into this purchase with every intention of keeping these items. But now, after having got them, I don't actually intend on keeping them. I would like to see Harlem Bling's return policy. Apparently, there's a no questions asked return policy, which I'm sure that it won't be an issue to return these. They're just not up to my personal preference. I'm not saying they're bad at all, okay? I don't want to insult this company. I feel as though they've been very good. The shipping's been very good. All that stuff. I respect what they're trying to do. No, nothing against them. Okay, so keep that in mind. Let's take this 12 feet back and see what we're looking at. All right, so the 4mm Harlem Bling on this wrist right here. Not sure if you guys can see it. Matter of fact, give me a second. Hold on. Got them on a glove here. Hopefully this will help you. This is the 5mm. This is the 4mm. Look at that difference in size. Every millimeter does make a difference. Let's take it back. Harlem Bling. 5mm. My personal stash. Check out that sizing. Okay. We'll bring it back up. Here we have the 6. Here we have the 5. Check those out. Let's bring it back. 6. Harlem Bling. 5. My personal stash. Bring it back up. As far as size comparison, here we have the 6mm CZ from Harlem Bling, the 5mm, which is my own personal stash, what I'm sourcing, and then you have the 4mm here. Take a look at the differences. Can you see that the CZ, despite it being a little difficult on camera, can you see that the CZ looks a lot different than the Moissanite in the middle? And can you see that the Moissanite over here looks a lot different than the Moissanite in the middle too? And as for the bracelet itself, we have here the Moissanite from Harlem Bling, 4mm. We have the 6mm CZ here. As for the actual construction of the bracelet on the CZ is constructed much, much better. It's much more solid. When you mess with the prongs here, it's a little stiff, but, you know, it is what it is. But it's decent. It's very decent. It's decent. But when you compare it to the Moissanite here, when you compare the CZ to the Moissanite's actual bracelet seems much weaker, less sturdy. And it's not because of the stones. It's just the feel. Even the wings, when you pop the wings open, when you go ahead and open the clasp here, it doesn't feel strong, sturdy. I don't know how long this would hold up over time. This is the CZ. You see how it looks very, very like clear when compared to a little bit of a more of a darkness that the Moissanite has. If you can't pick it up on camera, you'll have to trust me. It looks like glass or plastic. Very icy though. If you're in the sun, it will flicker for sure. But when you see it on the wrist, you're going to be like, wait a minute, that doesn't look like a stone. That looks more like, you know, maybe glass or plastic. You can see the difference in color between the middle Moissanite here and this Moissanite here, Harlem Bling. It was tested as Moissanite, okay? So it's good with that. But you see a clear difference. It's very white as compared to a clear like the one in the middle, all right? Huge color difference. Check this out. This here is the 4mm Moissanite from Harlem Bling. This is the 5mm of my own personal stash, and this is the CZ at 6mm. I want to point out the difference in the straightness, okay? The CZ, all the way to the right, 6mm, is very straight. And the setting itself, the bracelet itself, is very sturdy. The Moissanite from Harlem Bling here, this is it trying to be straight. This is what it looks like. This is the settings, the way the settings fell. They're not actually straight. You can see that the stones are kind of all over the place. And then you can see the one in the middle is straight. All of these chains have very decent refraction. In person, you can clearly see a difference in color from Moissanite in the middle to the CZ. Clear difference in color, clear as day, huge difference. The CZ looks very clear, kind of looks like glass, kind of looks like plastic. Now let's bring this to a little bit of a lower light setting. Very good refraction on the CZ. Not putting down the CZ. Very decent refraction on the Moissanite from Harlem Bling. Not bad at all. Let's change that light setting a little bit. Try to give you guys the best I can. You know, when you're asked to do a review, you want to give the best you can, so that's what I'm trying to do. Alright, so hopefully this helps a little bit. So these two items I purchased with the intention of keeping, because who couldn't use more jewelry, right? But I'm going to be honest, for me, I'm going to return them. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. There's only so much that a video is going to show you. You see how the CZ kind of looks like glassy or plasticky? You might be able to tell a little better now. Let me know what you guys think. What's your opinions? Have you purchased from Harlem Bling before? Have you seen what I'm talking about in regards to this stuff? I don't want to seem crazy, and I'm not trying to insult the company. I think the company has a great business model as of right now, because I have dealt with them in the past. I bought a couple rings from them. I thought they were decent. But I don't feel like I want to spend the money on these items, especially, like I said, on the Moissanite, which the settings aren't even straight. I don't know if this is just a fluke. Let me know in the comments if you guys have experienced anything like this. Again, I was asked to do this review, so I would be wrong if I did not tell you guys my findings. Not trying to sell Harlem Bling. I'm really not. I think that, I think the owner, I think his name is Eddie. I think he's a great guy. I follow his YouTube channel. I've purchased stuff from him in the past. I've recommended his company to people in the past. But I'm just telling you what I'm finding over here. Okay? It's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Be safe. Talk soon. Stay tuned for some amazing videos coming up. And I'll catch you all in the next video.